Before I start this lesson, I'd like to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachachvadash. Double honor to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who rule on the teach world. Shalom to 144,000 men that especially you believe in this word in all truth, sincerity, and sacrifice their lives and wills to do so. Shalom to the men, women, and children that's tuning in and listening. And shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad on all four corners of the earth. The Heavenly Father named Yahweh, His only begotten Son named Yahweh Shai. And Lord, want this video edifying, quick and straight to the point. This video will be entitled "Jacob's Trouble is for all tribes," and not just the time of Jacob's trouble is going to be Esau's trouble as well. Because why? His rulership is going to be overthrown by Yahweh Shai when he comes back. But this right here, this article I'm gonna read out. This is also dealing with Southern Kingdom being judged too. For a portion of time, Northern Kingdom have been persecuted over there in LA, and for the last, I say, year and a half, 2 years maybe, with ICE agents. But now it's in Southern Kingdom. They coming in your doors trying to look for Northern Kingdom. They said in this article, it kind of goes into it, but long story short, Judah's getting it too. And I'm not saying just the tribe of Judah, but I mean the the head tribes, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. So I'm going to get a little bit of this article, and then I'm going to get on here and get some precepts, and Lord, want this video edifying. This is from people.com. ICE agents repel from helicopter in an overnight Chicago raid, dragging kids from beds to U-Hauls. Now, you notice Chicago is a predominantly what? Israelite city where you have a lot of Jake that dwell there. You notice how every time Trump deploys these ICE agents, they're in what? Predominantly what? Jake areas where they say it's high crime. Now, we know that obviously, the time of persecution is coming upon all 12 tribes of Israel. So that means what? We're going to be in the time of 2nd Ezra 16, verse 70, down. Well, verse 65 and on down. Okay, so I'm going to read this article. For months, President Trump threatened to escalate immigration enforcement in Chicago, and this week those threats came to bear in a dramatic way. Now, they're trying to blame things on the so-called immigrants, but yet Esau Edom is the immigrant of immigrants. He came over here, as in history states, he came over here, colonized the Americas, and enslaved Northern Kingdom first. The Southern Kingdom got it the worst, and that's just plain history. That's plain facts. You can't deny that. You can't escape that. You can't get away from it. So, but Esau Edom's the hypocrite and the immigrant of immigrants. But anyway, a spokesperson from the Department of Homeland Security said agents with Border Patrol, the FBI, and Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives arrested 37 people without legal immigration status, including some with criminal records. The spokesperson claimed the South Shore neighborhood is a location known to be frequented by Tren de Agra members and their associates. So basically, they're trying to give themselves a reason to go over there, saying, "Oh, there's constant immigration over there of Northern Kingdom." So they trying to track Northern Kingdom down and all of that. But in the midst of that, guess what? It goes to Judah. Just like in the times of Jeremiah and Isaiah, you had Northern Kingdom being persecuted by the Assyrians. But what? Judah was talking big shit. They thought they was the best out of all tribes, and they thought that they wasn't going to get persecuted. But what? And Jeremiah was prophesying against them, saying, what? Y'all going to go into captivity too. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi was proud. They didn't think they was going to get persecuted. But like I said, guess what? They went into Babylonian captivity and exile. The Assyrians took over the Northern Kingdom, took over Samaria and kicked them out. And the Northern Kingdom came over here, and that's history. Biblical history, circular history, really biblical history. 2nd Ezra 13 goes into that. And 2 Kings goes into that also.
2 Kings 17 and a few other chapters. Due to the size of this operation, DHS law enforcement is continuing to gather more information on those arrested and will provide more information when available. The spokesperson said federal law enforcement officers will not stand by and allow criminal activity to flourish in our American neighborhoods. Yet Esau Edom wages war overseas and go around in the earth conquering and committing mass genocide and deletion. But he's so worried about the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which shows you who are the real Israelites. Those Israelites over there ain't dead. You can't play what's that term? You can't play not the blame game, but you can't guilt trip an Israelite more than an Israelite could guilt trip you. It is uncomparable. So, and there was videos surfacing of this too. I'm gonna jump down. Federal agents used flashbang grenades to burst through the building, and several drones and helicopters were deployed. Neighbors told the Sun-Times. So yeah, they came in full force, grenades, tear gas, whatever, trying to get the Northern Kingdom out of there, right? So Ebony Sweets Watson, who lives across the street from where the raid occurred, said she saw what seemed like hundreds of agents outside her front door. She said she witnessed agents dragging residents, including children, some naked or improperly clothed. So yeah, Esau Edom don't care. He said, fuck them kids. He said, fuck your sleep, fuck your kids, and fuck. But this is the time we're coming into. We're coming into times of where Revelation 12 and 12 is going to be in full effect. It is in full effect, but it's going to be another level when that MOTB comes out, because this devil is trying to establish his NWO. So I'm going to go ahead and grab read this real quick. And properly clothed out of the building and into U-Haul vans, children were separated from their mothers, she said. So I'm going to grab this Revelation 12 and 12 real quick. So this is Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. And yeah, that's what we're starting to see. This devil's starting to show his horns. He's starting to show that he don't care about you Israelites. Y'all want to sell out to Esau Edom, yet this same man is quite literally persecuting you and dragging you out. Somebody that cares about you wouldn't drag you out in the streets and your kids in the streets and without clothes on. You know, this devil don't care. Children were separated from their mothers, she said. And yeah, this is another thing too. Judah thought they wasn't going to get it, but guess what? They are going to get it. So this is Jeremiah chapter 50. I'm going to go ahead and get there first. This is Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 33. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together. So this is saying the children. This isn't just talking about. It's talking about today. Judah and Israel were oppressed together, just like in Egypt. All Israelites were oppressed together. Now this is what? Modern day Egypt. This is modern day Egypt. This is the same thing repeating itself. So they were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast, and they refused to let them go. Yeah, we're seeing that. We're seeing Esau Edom refusing to quite literally let his hold over the Israelites tighten and grip. Tighten. You know, Esau Edom, Trump, Big 47. He wants to quite literally oppress you even harder and harder, just like the Egyptians did. And now we're seeing that full-fledged today. So it was heartbreaking to watch. Watson said, even if you're not a mother, seeing kids coming out butt naked and taken from their mothers, it was horrible. So yeah, you black women getting y'all ass kicked too. Y'all want to sit up here and get with the white man and be with Esau Edom, your arch enemy, your biggest enemy. Yeah, what? Y'all are getting dragged out in these streets. You Section 8 women are going. All women are going to deal with Jacob's trouble. They're all going to be humbled, and it's going to be a great humbling spirit in the earth when what the MOTB comes around. It comes. Even these women now are getting humbled. It's a high rate of homelessness, a high rate of poverty, and there's a lot of women that's losing their jobs homeless now because why? They thought they Section 8. They thought they didn't need a man. They didn't think they needed a man or a man could do this and that and the third. Watson told Sun-Times she went into the building to help one of the residents and witnessed things stewed about. You could see the people's birth certificates, papers thrown all over, she said. Water was leaking into the hallway. It was wicked crazy. But ultimately, we're seeing that Esau Edom is coming down, having that great wrath. We see that all Israel is going to deal with Jacob's trouble. All 12 tribes of Israel are going to deal with it. It is not just like all 12 tribes went into slavery. It wasn't even the elect had to go through it. So how much more so in these times? Jacob's trouble is for all 12 tribes. This ain't exclusive to just 2/3. Jacob's trouble is a testing period for the elect and the 1/3 and the deletion of the 2/3 and the overturning and the overthrow of Esau Edom in these nations. Primarily Esau Edom, but these nations going to get it too because they had a hand in our affliction. This is Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 6. Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail? All the faces are turned into paleness. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So what? The time of Jacob's trouble is for all 12 tribes, all persecution on every level. And we're going to be, what? That's Amos 5. We're going to be in that time. We're going to be in the times of cannibalism, mass deletion, starvation, strange apparitions and beasts. And this year has been ramping up for our judgment. There have been spirits created for vengeance for a particular reason because of the time of judgment is upon us. So how much more so we should act in this time of harsh judgment is rolling out. But, this is what we're going to witness. This is what we're going to see. And this is the type of time period we're living in. So, let me see. Okay, I'll read a little bit of this. 4 children who were U.S. citizens were taken into custody in the operation at the apartment complex on Tuesday until they could be placed in the care of guardians or the state, DHS spokesperson said. Roderick Johnson, 67, was among the U.S. residents who were detained by federal agents during the South Shore raid. He told the Sun-Times, the outlet agents broke through his door, dragged him out in zip ties, and left him tied up outside the building for nearly 3 hours before he was released. So yeah, this is how Esau Edom's coming. But he ain't a lot of individuals gonna get their door kicked down. And if you don't take a lot of individuals gonna get their door kicked down. And you might not even get taken to it. The times we're coming in, so you might not even get taken into a concentration camp. A lot of Israelites might end up getting their dome split as soon as they come through the door. Salakia. So from here, I asked if they had a warrant, and I asked for a lawyer, and he told Sun-Times for they never brought one. So yeah, they don't need warrants. These military federal agents ain't gonna need warrants to come in your door, kick your door down. It's a federal law. They're gonna impose a federal law, and they're gonna bypass state and city governments. This is oppression on a mass scale, persecution on a mass scale. But yeah, I didn't want to make this video too long. Lord, when this video is edifying, before I close out, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem.
Rakach Wadash. Shalom. When this video is edifying, and I'll see you next one. Shalom.